Hello, it's Keith here. So we've reached 2,000 subscribers on my channel today. So I just wanted to make a quick video and say a big thank you to everyone. If we go to my analytics, you'll see that my channel has had sort of a huge boost recently. Now this is basically entirely because of the Commando X16 video. Not just that video's done very well, but it's actually tripled the Learn 6502 series. So I'm going to be doing more on the Commando X16 and also the Spectrum next, but that's in no way saying that I'm going to reduce the other content I'm doing. I'm going to be trying as best as I can with my time to cover as many systems as possible, including keeping up the content on the existing systems, but as well adding a lot of new systems as well. And that's really what I wanted to go through today, because every time I hit one of these milestones, I want to try and show people what's coming next as a sort of a thank you, to let everyone know I really appreciate all of the support I get. So what have I got planned next? Well, I've been working on a variety of new tutorials covering new systems. They're still in the early stages yet, because basically I do all these tutorials in my spare time. I'm also writing a Chibi Aliens game, which is a new Z80 game, but I'm going to be working on these over Christmas and writing new tutorials and making them as good as I can. But I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of stuff that's really going to be interesting to people. So let's see some of the stuff and give you a little teaser of what's coming. Well, what have we got here? Well, this is the TI 99 here, and this is using a processor known as the TMS 9900, a very weird processor that doesn't use a stack. So I think that's going to be really quite remarkable. If we just press 2 here, you can see we've got a register dump here, and we've got a hello world message here. This is just my early test code, which is going to be making up my tutorial series. Well, that's one system. What else have we got? Well, we've got an awful lot, so let's move on to another system. What have we got here? Let's fire it up. Well, what's this? Well, if you look down here, what we've got is a register dump to the command line. This is RISC-V, the very sort of new system that's going to be taking on ARM. This is an open source processor architecture, and I'm a big fan of that kind of thing, so I wanted to cover it. So we're going to be having a look at RISC-V, and we're going to be seeing what that's like. We're also going to be having a look at, let's see what else we got. This is a very interesting one. This is known as PDP. Now, I've been sort of teasing this a little while ago on my Twitter account. PDP-11 was basically a mini computer, a sort of very early system that I believe was what led to the 68000. The command structure is very similar. So I'm going to be using this, and it was also used in some Russian desktop computers, which I'm also going to be hoping to cover. But it's very interesting to see, and you'll notice here these are actually octal. It doesn't use hexadecimal, so it's really just like with the TMS 9900, which doesn't use the stack. This doesn't use hexadecimal, and you're really seeing some very different ways of programming and things when it comes to those machines. So I think this is going to be quite remarkable, and even if you wouldn't really want to program these in the modern day, I think it's a fascinating look back at how computers have evolved, and really lets you look at things differently, and makes you consider. I'd never considered using octal at all, but it's interesting, certainly very interesting. So we're going to be looking at that. What else have we got? Well, we've got one here. What system is this? This is going to be the 6809. This processor was a sort of successor to the 6502. The Dragon used it, and it was also used by the Vectrex. So I've only got a Dragon tutorial here so far. We've got a memory dump and a register dump and things, all the stuff I need to get started. But I really want to cover that Vectrex. That's the reason I want to learn 6809. So that's going to be coming as well. So I've had to do a jump cut there because I've got so many map drives here, I can't get them working all at the same time. So what else have we got planned? Well, we've got another system here. Let's have a look. Well, this is the Super Nintendo again. I already covered the Super Nintendo, but what's changed? Well, what's changed is we're now running in 16-bit mode. So we're going to be covering the 65816. I'm hoping to also do this on the Apple IIgs, I believe it was, that had the 65816 processor. So again, we're going to be expanding out there and really using the Super Nintendo to the full with that extra processor support for 16-bit. So that's going to be interesting. Going to be a bit of a challenge there, shall we say. What else have we got? Well, we've got another system just over here. So we're doing the Super Nintendo, but we're not going to be just sitting there. We're going to be moving on to some more modern stuff. What have we got here? Well, we've got 8086. If I just get the window in the screen, 8086, a VGA DOS system. We're going to also be looking at CGA and EGA a little bit, but would you believe it or not, the old 8086 actually store a portable handheld system. The WonderSwan is a 186, so there's the same Hello World example. With my Yokobiko character here from Chibi Aliens, we're going to be looking at the 186 as well on the handheld WonderSwan in colour. So that's going to be a bit of fun. Okay, well, aside from that, what other things are we going to be working on? Well, obviously, if we're going to be looking at MS-DOS and RISC-V, it only makes sense to have a look at ARM. So we're going to be looking at ARM. We're going to be looking at it on the Game Boy Advance here. That's what we've got here. But we're also going to be looking at it on RISC OS here. So we're really going to be hitting the ARM, the x86, the RISC-V. We're going to be looking at very old systems, very new systems, everything in between, really. Honestly, I'm planning on taking on as many systems as I can cover. I'm already researching even more unusual and more sort of difficult systems for the future. So I'm really hoping you're going to stick with me. Hopefully I'll be able to teach you something new, and if I manage to get enough time in between, I'm hoping to release this Chibi Aliens game as well. I hope you've enjoyed watching today. Again, I really appreciate everyone who's been following me and who's subscribed and watches my videos, because it takes a lot of time to make these, and knowing people are getting something out of them, some kind of enjoyment or education, really makes it worthwhile. Thanks a lot for watching today, and goodbye.